Hi everyone, it's Caitlin from Lift Yoga Revolution, and I just wanted to give you a really positive video today to lift you up and motivate you to try something new or be your best version in any new way that you possibly can, and focusing on that. And the theme today that I really want to focus on is perfectionism. I see a lot of it happening everywhere I go. That perfectionism is something that we grow up with. It is hammered into our brain that we need to be perfect at everything we do. If we quit it, we are quitters. And I just want to let that go, especially in your yoga practice. Let that idea of being perfect at every posture, let that go. Because it's never going to be that way. Whatever seems perfect to you is going to be completely meaningless to somebody else. So, however you want to look in your posture doesn't matter. It's not even about how it looks, it's about how it feels in your body. Your body is built differently from anybody else's body. So, however it feels in your body is going to look different and feel different to the person next to you. So I tend to see like a lot of my students come into class, they're looking around, and yeah, it's all about body awareness and trying to figure out how to move in a way that fits you. So you're never going to look like the teacher, you're never going to look like the person beside you, and also understand that everybody's circumstances are different. Everybody's got different injuries, everybody's body is built differently, and the teacher and somebody beside you may have been doing yoga for 9, 10 years. So don't be hard on yourself. If you fall out of tree pose, get right back in. Just let that thought go, get right back in it. And we tend to be hard on ourselves when we feel like our yoga practice hasn't been successful that day. So I really encourage my students, I really encourage everybody to just let that stuff go, because it's going to ruin your mindset. When you get into your posture, once you're safe in that posture, start to come to your breath, start to find your focus. Where's your gaze at? Nice, soft gaze. And then go inwards. Take the awareness into the body. So instead of thinking about what that person's doing beside you, instead of thinking about what the teacher's saying, start to maybe even close your eyes. Breathe. Start to feel it. Where are you feeling it within the body? Focus on that area in the body, and then start to expand your breath and move the breath to that area in the body so you can start to move and expand and adjust in a way that's going to be most beneficial for you and nobody else. So that's taking yoga to another place, to another level in your mind. And also finding those postures where you really feel physically strained and coming into a meditative space, so a meditative mind where you can silence your thoughts, breathe nice and even, and only focus on that moment, that space and time. So mind over matter. And we hear that a lot in yoga, mind over matter. And it can mean so many different things. It can mean push yourself into a posture that you shouldn't be in. And that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is getting into the posture to the best of your ability for that day, and then coming to a space where you can just be in that moment. And that's when you're going to find a lightness throughout the body. So instead of thinking physically, you're going to start thinking about how you can just sit in the body and be an observer of how the body is feeling. So observing your feelings, observing that physical light, and then coming to a space of just quiet. So I see a lot of people shaking in their postures, and they're still forcing it, or they start to breathe really, really hard, and it's like they're in the gym and they're just pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, and trying to be perfect or trying to push themselves to a place that they shouldn't be that day. When yoga isn't about that, it's about flow, it's about breath, it's about connecting your body to your breath, to your mind, right? And breath is that unbreakable bond between mind and heart. And when we can get to that space, then you're going to find a level of floating. And you can walk out of the yoga studio knowing that you're in this peaceful space. No matter what posture you're in, you can always go inwards, and nothing external, nothing physical can touch you in that moment because you are so in it. Get in that flow, right? And the only time you can get into that flow is when you forget about perfectionism and you forget about the person beside you and what they're doing. So be on your mat. I just challenge you to be on your mat, be fully on your practice, in your breath, and be kind to yourself throughout your yoga practice. Stop talking to yourself negatively. Stop saying, I couldn't get into that posture the best I could have. I did it better the other day. La 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 la. Like, it's a lot of negativity, a lot of negative talk, and trying to let go of that is the true yoga and being at peace. It's a different level of yoga, and it takes practice. It takes consistency, and I really, really hope you can get there. And yoga is a direct reflection of life. So ultimately, if we were perfect at every posture, if we were perfect at everything, nothing would be a challenge, nothing would be fun, nothing would be worth doing because we wouldn't achieve it. So just try to enjoy the process. Be an observer. Be that unjudgmental observer of the journey and enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Go out there and enjoy it, and try to give yourself some love so that you can give more love to other people, and don't take yourself so seriously. Yoga is just yoga. We're playing around, we're having fun, and in life at the same time, just have fun. Smile more, live more, love more, and let's lift the yoga revolution to a place where you can really, really, really start to come into your practice and not think about the physicality so much. All right, so I hope this video serves you. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are around your practice and how you've kind of changed and evolved from the physical portion to connecting to your mind and your breath. So let's find that Zen together. Maybe let's try and give some tips for other people. And I'll be posting videos like this every week, maybe 3-4 times a week, to help you get to that place and give you a little bit more tips on how to get there. All right, so have a beautiful day. You're beautiful. Shine more, love yourself, and love others more.